Oh, and away we go for a back to work Monday after an absolutely gorgeous weekend. What do you think of that, Sunseekers? Hey, what'd I tell you? Record-breaking weather weekend. It was a record-breaking Santa parade. We were breaking more records than, I don't know, Ben Johnson in the 80s when he was hopped up, I guess. Wow, what a weekend. Holy cow. And we'll have one more day, and then we will crash and burn. No, we've got a real bad spell of weather coming, and thankfully the snow will go to the south, but we are going to get the cold. This is the Beach House Beach Bunker. Welcome to a Monday edition of the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Coming up on the show today, what a Santa parade, a record breaker, record-breaking floats, record-breaking crowds. And, of course, it was a weekend of record-breaking weather. It was record-breaking. It really was. I was on the patio all weekend, barbecuing all weekend. Barbecuing by the glow of Christmas lights. Wasn't that great? Also on the show today, it is Black Friday week. Do you save your Christmas shopping for December, or do you try to get it all wrapped up this week? We're going to talk a bit about Black Friday. And in hour two, an epic shopping mall fight. Epic. Like anything, unlike anything you've ever seen on this show before. It is worth sticking around for in hour two because it is a fight. I will have to save that for VIPs. I don't want to get any kind of flags or warnings from any of the platforms, and it is epic, but you'll enjoy it. What, Tyler? What's in your coffee? That's coming up. Also, we've all done it. We've booked a hotel on the internet, whether that be Expedia or Hotels.com or Priceline. So imagine this. You get a great deal. You're waiting for your holiday to come. The big weekend approaches, and all of a sudden at the last minute, they cancel your reservation, and you think to yourself, whoa, wait a sec. You go to rebook it again, and it's 4 times the price. Happened to an Ontario woman, and she is obviously not happy about that. Big weekend for Wicked for Good. They had a wicked weekend at the box office. It was bigger than the first one in its opening weekend. And Ohio is about to pass a bill you're probably going to like. It's the must-take cash law, because we often get into it on the show about cash versus plastic. And people love their do, re, mi, fa, so, their cabbage. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. And the big story is the weather. Record breaker on the weekend. Last of the nice days today, Sunseekers. Fasten your safety belts. Buckle up. There's oxygen available for those that need it to drop down. For those who might need it, because it is gonna get nasty cold. Now, there's good news and there's bad news. Now, the good news first. The good news is all this internet hubbubaloo that the internet forecasters have been talking about for days and days and days. Oh, we're going to get this big Alberta clipper. It's going to be huge. Now, we are going to get probably a little bit of precipitation down around the U.S. border, but it's going to go south. And look at this. Oh, it's got his eyes on Minot. Oh, 6 inches of snow expected. So you can see it's going to the south. So that's the good news. You know what? North Dakota, you can have it. There's plenty of winter and plenty of snow to go around for everybody. So it will go south. But there's just no way we're going to get away from the cold. The cold is coming. Get your extension cords ready to go. Make sure that little block heater, little plug-in part of your car is pulled out. Pull it out. Get it all ready to roll because the cold is coming. Today, another well above normal day. Just gorgeous. Sunshine and 3 degrees. Then at supper time tonight, things will cloud over and you'll say, oh, that's interesting. It's starting to rain a little bit. It changed to snow. And that's the system, the Alberta Clipper, that's going to bring that 6 inches to North Dakota. And that's fine. -3 for tomorrow. Could be a little bit slippery on the roads tomorrow. Nothing too dramatic. And then -6 for Wednesday. It's closer to the weekend where it's like, holy Christkies, like -20 for the overnight low. We are not going to be used to that. I know you think you are, but we've been spoiled with +6s, +7s, +8 yesterday in Brandon. We registered at the airport at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. +8. How awesome is that? That is so awesome. Now, I've put the order in to ask for +8 until December the 23rd, but my email bounced back from Mother Nature. She told me to go fly a kite, which was not very nice. Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Thanks for sharing part of your morning with us. Good to see you on a Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. Did you take in the Santa Claus parade? Epic. The only way to describe it, probably the best Santa Claus parade in the history of our little town. I think nearly everyone showed up. And if you weren't on the sidelines, chances are you were in the parade yourself with a float or a tractor or a flatbed, hauling people around, waving, screaming 6-7 to people screaming 6-7 back, throwing candy. Santa Claus was there. Of course, we've got some pictures. Dana took her little guy to his very first parade. So nice to see him doing well after all his entry to the world was a little bit crazy. Anyway, let's say good morning to the Sunseekers that we've got in chat this morning so we can get to good things, which undoubtedly will be a lot of parade stuff. And in early this morning, all hopped up on coffee and eggnog is Pebbles Polar Bear and Road Reverend in with coffee ready to roll, along with Molly. Good morning, Molly. Getting ready for Thanksgiving south of the border. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. Nothing in America is getting done this week. They know how to do it. They take the entire week off, basically. The entire week is off. Nothing's getting done. Even if they're told to show up for work today, but you know how that is, right, Canada? It's like, imagine us getting a 4-day weekend. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing's getting done. And Wednesday is the day of drunkenness. You show up at home, reunite with everybody, get drunk on Wednesday. Thursday's Turkey Day. Friday's Black Friday. Now, in this country, we celebrate Black Friday with deals and specials and special events. It's going to be awesome. Are you excited about Black Friday? You're going to be out there shopping? You're going to be going crazy? Are you going to get in a fight? Violence is not the answer. Hour 2, you will not believe this epic mall fight. It's epic. Everything's epic. Tracy's here on Twitch. Cindy is here on Twitch as well. She's tired this morning. We're on all platforms, by the way, to start the show. Thank you so much to our friends on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and X and Twitch. Where else are we? We're all over the place. We go to Twitch for hour 2, though. That's for VIPs. They get the special content in hour 2 of the show. You can also lurk in by simply watching TylerGlenShow.com. You can also download the audio version of the show at TylerGlenShow.com or wherever you get your podcasts, and we do appreciate that. Thank you for sharing part of your morning with us. Mavis is over on the Facebook platform along with Zumba Bernice. We didn't forget about you, TikTok. Wally is in with Stephanie, Phil, Oscar, and Tina this morning to start the show. Good morning, Zumba Bernice. Yes, good morning. Happy Monday. Janine is over on Facebook. Good morning. Have a great week, everybody. Indeed, KDD4380 is here. She is on Twitch this morning. Doug is over on TikTok along with Sean, Caitlin. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Sabrina. And good morning, Phil. Hello, Phil. Hello, Ryan. Ryan's over on Twitch. Happy Black Friday week. You got your eye on something special? New saw you've been wanting? I saw you wanted a saw. Oh, shit, the countdown, Ryan says. Oh, we should start a Christmas countdown soon. I think I'll have to decorate the beach bunker for the 1st of December, maybe. Have it all Christmasized. The Beach House Beach Bunker, get it all Christmasized. Megan is over on Facebook. Good morning, Megan. Hope you had a nice weekend. Same with you, Richard, over on Facebook. Happy Monday. Nick is joining us on Twitch. Good morning to Nick. Good morning, Terrence on TikTok. Dylan and Sean is joining us on TikTok as well. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Loretta on Facebook. Quentin is on Twitch. Patricia is on Facebook to say good morning to folks. And Nick says, hour 2, excited about the mall brawl. The mall brawl. Oh, it's something else. Remember the 80s, the Cabbage Patch Dolls? I think that was a Black Friday thing. I think that was, but those days are largely gone. Even in the last few years, I've made the trip south on Black Friday, and the deals were getting fewer and fewer. Back in 2015, you'd get a handful of really good deals, make it worth the trip. By 2017, you're like, yeah, I got 2 or 3 things. And then, COVID hit. And then after COVID, it was like, sale. Everything is on sale. Well, it's like you see on some of the memes, you pull the yellow sticker off of the shelf and the real price is behind it. It's the same price. Like, what the hell? Cindy says, so glad we won't get the snow. I can handle the cold temperatures. Oh, I'm the opposite. I like the snow and I cannot handle the cold. Trev is here, too, this morning on Twitch, along with Angela on Facebook. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rose and Jenna on TikTok. Good morning to you. Welcome aboard, and we're already getting into yesterday's good thing. Mondays are always the easiest day of the week. We like to start the show with some positivity, so something to keep in mind for the rest of the week. It's a little exercise that we do as sun seekers that we like to kind of watch what's going on inadvertently through our day to pick out something awesome that happened through our day to share with each other the next day. Because, you know what, before we know it, life is going to pass before our eyes, and there's something good that happens every day. We get caught in this, it's Monday, followed by, it's Tuesday, followed by, it's Wednesday, followed by, it's Thursday, and then, yay, it's Friday. But in the meantime, and yeah, everybody loves Friday. It's everybody's favorite day of the week. But something good has happened throughout the week. And it doesn't have to be very big. Quentin gets us rolling. GT, thanks to the warm weather, I got my Christmas lights up comfortably. I hear you, brother. Me too. Actually, I'm redneck, so my lights stay on 12 months of the year. I only had to replace 2 bulbs. No, 3. 3 bulbs. Yeah. You know those super hot bulbs? It's funny. I'm up there changing them. I'm on the ladder. And I was thinking of you because I was just remembering how we were talking last week, how these Christmas lights, I got the old school ones with the filament, and it was so warm, I went to reach up to change the other ones. I'm like, whew, I can feel the heat coming off that. That's some heat right there. I don't even have to. I'm just going to stay up here and stay close to my lights, the amount of heat that but there none of this Power Smart LED. No, you can see my lights from space, even though it's one strand. It's the old-fashioned lights. Molly says, GT Friday, I chatted with some people from a group, and Saturday was a party. You had a party before the party? I thought Wednesday was party day. Good job, Molly. Yes, Richard's got the countdown going on. 31 more days till Christmas. Still seems like far off. 30, you got to do something like 4 Saturdays left. Just 4 or 3, maybe 2. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. How many Saturdays do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was right. Just 4 Saturdays left. 4 Saturdays, and then it will be Christmas. Hey, Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba would like to start the day by saying big thank you to everybody who bought Smile cookies last week. They were so delicious, they had to move to the chocolate chunks. Yeah! Results coming soon, but it was a phenomenal week. And thank you again for all your support of the various organizations across southwestern Manitoba, including the Humane Society here in Brandon and the Food Bank in Dauphin, and, of course, every one of the Tim Hortons locations selling the Smile cookies last week to help support nonprofit groups in the community. And once again, they want to thank you for your continued support, and let's get into it with this addiction my wife and daughter have to the white hot chocolate peppermint drinks. I am not a hot chocolate guy or a peppermint guy, but these two, if I come within a half a mile of Tim Hortons, and that's very easy to do, we have to hit the drive-thru for one of these. So check them out. Tim Hortons of Brandon, Dauphin, Verdant, Moosomin, and Neepawa. White hot chocolate with peppermint. Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here. Tomorrow is Taste It Tuesday, and again, the flyer sale continues. Listen, meat is expensive. If you want an excellent deal on meat right now, get to the flyer, the co-op flyer. I'm telling you, the big 3, all on sale. Chicken breasts, door crasher, pork loin, door crasher. Buy a knife, cut it up yourself. You'll make yourself some little pork chops or keep the loin, and you'll have a roast. Same thing with the sirloin roast. You can make some steaks out of that puppy. I had some on the weekend. They were fantastic. It was so good to have some beef. But it is so affordable. $5.99 a pound. Beautiful stuff, too. Just absolutely beautiful. Co-ops of Westman, it's their big, gigantic sale, they call it. And so get the flyer. Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, and Hamiota Co-op too. You can Google it, and you can see the prices right there. It's pretty fantastic. And the Elkhorn Resort, Clarso Nordic Spa at beautiful Riding Mountain National Park. Don't forget that coming up tomorrow is the wine tasting at Clarso Nordic Spa. They've got a charcuterie board that will be paired with some wines. It's a beautiful evening, special night. They'll have a sommelier there. It's a 5 o'clock start. Go to elkhornresort.mb.ca for more. And because it's Black Friday week, when you purchase $250 in Elkhorn Resort gift cards, you get a free pass to the Clarso Nordic Spa. Now, the offer only runs until November 30th. Is that Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So the offer is only good until Sunday. You're going to want to get in on that. That's a pretty nice deal there. $250 in gift cards. You get a free Clarso Nordic Spa visit for you for being such a good person. Cindy's GT, she was busy helping out catering a wedding for 300. Great crew. Had lots of fun. Her fingers are all tired out from pinching pierogies and making kubasa and oh, man, and Nick was busy. He was decorating cookies. He, too, was busy in the kitchen. Sunseekers aren't just eaters. We're bakers and cookers and decorators as well. Whoa, Nick has got some talent. Nick, look at that. Way better than mine. Oh, my gosh. Good for you, pal. Good job helping out the cause on the weekend with the Smile Cookie campaign. That is awesome. Oh, and this is how Cindy made out. Look at this. I wish there was more dessert, though. It's too bad that there wasn't more dessert at this wedding. I feel like why are you only putting out a couple of plates of dessert? I needed. What's everybody else gonna have? This is Tyler's size, but we need more sugar, and then the coffee is way at the end. You have to eat your way to the coffee. Eat my way to the coffee. Eat my way to the coffee. Well done. Good job. Yesterday's good thing. And look at this. There is Tosh and her crew getting ready for the Santa Claus parade. There they are with their hot chocolate in hand, ready to rock and roll. Oh, what a beautiful family shot. There's your Christmas card right there. Our arms are open. We're a loving family. There we are. Oh, look at, that one daughter's taller than you, Tosh. You got to quit feeding that one. Holy cow, is she tall. Wow. Those kids are growing, man. Holy moly. You know who else's kid is growing? Dana. Dana, her little guy, had his first parade. It's probably one of his first outings, actually. Now, Sunseeker Dana had a pretty rough go of bringing this little guy into the world. So this is extra special. Here is Dana and her little man at the Santa Claus parade. Yeah, you get the winner's belt. Yeah, adorable. And even the toque that lights up. Oh, and of course we got some video of Santa Claus. There he is. Oh, man, the moment everybody was waiting for on such a beautiful night. Shorts and sandals, Christmas parade? I think so. Shorts and sandals for Santa. Epic. Absolutely epic. More on that coming up. Oh, a little smoochy smooch. And there's Grandma Bev. Hi, Grandma Bev. He's like, I really don't like this. I don't like being bundled up. That's my look. That is how it all started for me as a winter hater. And you know what, kid? This is the nice stuff. This is the good stuff, man. Oh, what a great shot. Just awesome. Yesterday's good thing. Lots of Santa parade fun. Tracy says, don't mind the snow, hate the cold. That's me too. You know what? If it's -5 and we have snow, I kind of like it. You know, you can do some stuff out there. What happens is you get all the snow and the cold. -60. Nope, I'm out. No good. Cheryl's GT had a weekend in Winnipeg with my mom, sister, and niece. Tracy's GT had a relaxing weekend before the busy weekends leading up to Christmas. Good for you. We finally got our tree up. That was a good thing. We finally got the tree up. And by up, I mean decorated. It's been up for a while, but it's just been like this evergreen in the living room. Now it has decorations. I must get you a picture, although I've shared it before. But I guess we could take another one. I should take a fresh one. Fresh design. Nick says, GT, I volunteered at Tim's on 18th Saturday, making those beautiful smile cookies. Not as easy as people make it look. Well, you did a good job, Nick. We showed those smile cookies. You were a little artist there. You did very, very well. Good job, man. And it is tough work, isn't it? And just think of the thousands and thousands they pump out. It's pretty wild. Trev says, imagine if you could run the week backwards. Why would you want to do that? Start with Friday? No one would show up. Richard says, GT yesterday went to Tim's and got a bear donut, bought a bear coffee and a bear cup. He's all about the bear. And I could barely look at you. But we will. There he is. Here's Richard with his you like those, don't you, Richard? That's your jam. Is there jam in those Bear Donuts? That is excellent. Katrina Ryan Biden's good morning on Facebook. We're doing yesterday's good thing, something to celebrate, something to share with our fellow sun seekers, something good that happened yesterday. Yesterday's good thing. KDD 4380 got tickets to Lee Bryce in April and had a great barbecue on Saturday, even though I got shamed in co-op by a crazy guy in shorts and sandals for wearing what he called a winter jacket. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Well, there was no real shame. Well, I guess there was shaming. What am I saying? Slight shaming. It was more of a preventative, what do they call this? A defensive action. I was getting a lot of stares because I was in the co-op shopping and shorts and sandals. Hello, +8. Are you kidding? Of course there'd be short. Well, that was great to see you. That is hilarious. See, you got to be careful what you say to people. You got to be careful. But I was telling everybody, hey, listen, we need to sport the summer gear and fight Mother Nature. The more we all wear our shorts and sandals, Mother Nature will look at us and say, hey, wait a second. Are all these people crazy? Maybe I should change the weather. That's great. Mavis, Facebook, got most of the Christmas decorations up. Yay! Pebbles, enjoy the great family outing, of course, at the Santa Claus Parade. Thank you for sharing those pictures. Yeah, Quentin says Fred Penner was decorating smile cookies in BC. Everyone was decorating smile cookies. Blessed Mama's here for a Monday. It's Black Friday week. Cindy says there was so much dessert left because we had an ice cream bar. I'm just making fun. Just poking. We're just poking fun. I got to do that. We got to poke fun. Got to have some fun. It is a Monday. And look at all the good things we've got going on. So we are at 3 weeks and 1 day of solid good things to start the show. So don't let me down. We're going to see if we can get right to the end of the season. December 19th, the season will wrap. And that is not far off, guys. That's crazy. What the hell happened to the fall? This nice weather has fooled us. We got 3 weeks left. 4 weeks, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks left to the season break. And that's the same day as the kids are out of school. So I got to get a Christmas countdown on our little screen here because everybody likes that. Everybody likes to see how many shopping days are left. What's the distance between D-Day and getting that shopping all done up. Dana's baby's sure growing up cute. Isn't he adorable? Just adorable. Richard says, nothing in the donut. Just joy. Joy in the donut. Donuts are joy. Yes, they are. Santa Claus Parade. Tosh sent a few more pictures. We got a little bit of video. It was epic. It was the biggest ever. Lots of historic stuff going on. We set weather records on the weekend. Wicked for Good actually outdid the first movie, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Did you see any good movies over the weekend? I saw what could be one of the biggest stinkers I've ever seen on Amazon Prime, and I was so disappointed because it was sold as a dad movie. It was terrible. Don't watch it. Oh, God. It was just awful. Did you see any good movies or shows this weekend? Let me know in chat. I need to make up for Saturday. I had a lost Saturday. I was kind of upset. What a terrible movie. Ugh. Anyway, I'll tell you what it was. It's on Amazon Prime. It's coming up. First, we're going to do our beach break. Let's do that. And we're going to go to Turks and Caicos today for our Monday morning. That's always a delightful one. It's always a little painful because at one time, Canada could have had this in its little stable of provinces. Can you imagine that? Back at it for a Monday, Sunseekers, and away we go. You see any good movies over the weekend? Let me know in chat. Movies. We'll start with movies. Oh, bright sunshine. Oh, boy, and our boat is out there. Back to Turks and Caicos. Beach break, back in a minute.
Monday, feeling fine. Sun is up, sky so blue. Let's tackle this, me and you. Good morning, good morning. Sun seekers, yeah, we're coming. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. We got fitness, yeah, we're running. New week, new chance. Move your feet, start to dance. Move it. Feel the beat, feel the light. Together we can reach new heights. Good morning, good morning. Sun seekers, yeah, we're coming. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. We got fitness, yeah, we're running. Oh, the day's just begun. Let's have some fun. Chase the sun. Oh yeah, oh yeah. With every step, rise above. Life's a game. Let's show our love. Good morning, good morning. Sun seekers, yeah, we're coming. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. We got fitness, yeah, we're running. Oh yeah. Oh, the day's just begun. Let's have some fun. Chase the sun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With every step, rise above. Life's a game. Let's show our love. Good morning, good morning. Sun seekers, yeah, we're coming. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. We got fitness, yeah, we're running. Good morning,
Good morning, the last of our really nice days. That's Turks and Caicos coming to southern Manitoba to take a look outside across our area this morning. Ooh, that 16 and 10 camera's a little overexposed. Ooh, a little overexposed. Number one east at Eli, beautiful sunrise. We are in for a gorgeous day. One more continuation of the beautiful weekend weather. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Your regularly scheduled winter is on its way. We are expecting some snow to move into the area tonight. Now, the heaviest amounts will happen down around the U.S. border. Now, if you're north of the Trans-Canada Highway, chances are you may not get very much at all. Most of this Alberta Clipper is going to the south, and it's going to punish Minot over 6 inches of snow. They're going to get it. No, there's lots of winter, plenty of time for us to get ours. But the cold, there's no escaping that, and that's going to kick in around Thursday this week with a high of -9. And we're not used to that. And then the overnight lows, -20 this weekend. Whoa. So get your little extension cord doohickey thing out of the front of the car. Get that ready to roll. Make sure you got your extension cord ready to roll. Make sure you've got 1 day of reprieve. I was so happy. I got one more lawn mowing. I actually mowed my lawn this weekend. The lawn looks so good. All the leaves that were on the lawn, just mowed them into the bag, and it's like I vacuumed my yard. It was so awesome. Then I barbecued, and I'm like, this is November. This is awesome. But today is the last day of it. And the Santa Claus parade was probably the best in history of Brandon. Huge participation. Thousands of people showed up. What was your favorite part of the Santa Claus parade? Did you have a favorite part of the parade? John Deere green, looking good. Lots of trailers filled with Christmas trees and lights. Everybody was so happy and in a good mood. It was really pretty historic. And I think this is the part that weather plays in everything. When it's cold and blowing and miserable, it's hard to get in the mood. Cindy has an extra GT. got to the city and dropped my mom off to see one of our old neighbors from years ago. They had an awesome visit and some laughs and some tears. Isn't that awesome? It is that time of year. It is the most wonderful time of the year. It was a great parade. Oh, Nicole got some good shots. She was close to Santa Claus. She just about climbed right up onto the dang float. Look at how close she got. Holy man. There's Santa. And although it wasn't snowing on Saturday night, they had a little snowmaker added for some awesome effects. And you didn't have the kids. Hopefully you didn't have the kids going, Mom, I'm cold. Dad, I'm cold. That was our kids. When we took them in, we did not have a snowless year. Look at how nicely everyone's bundled up. We've had Halloweens that have had more snow than the Santa Claus parade. There's the Grinch. Good costume. Good costume. Pebbles says Brandon Bus Lines, Shayna Strong was her favorite. Just a phenomenal Santa Claus parade this year. Melanie said it was a fantastic parade. Ken says it was an amazing atmosphere to be part of the crowds. They were massive. Kids were so excited to see everybody and interact with the Acres of Hope stables. They had a little donkey going along the route. Here's a picture of it here. Is he a donkey or just a mini horse? I'm not sure. But everybody loved it. Everybody loved the floats. Santa's donkey. Rudolph, you're fired. We got somebody else to pull the sleigh this year. Melissa said, how many floats were in the parade? Wayne says 80. I've read reports of 90 floats in the parade this year. Knocking on the door to 100. Dana says, I appreciate everyone on floats playing along with the kids shouting 6-7, which made sense because +6, +7 was our daytime high for the weekend. Courtney says, what an awesome dose of holiday spirit. We can all use some magic and wonder these days. Oh, did you say it, Courtney? Oh, and the doc was handing out some hot chocolate, which was pretty awesome. Tanya says, thank you, the doggone princess. Renee says, first time taking her 6-year-old, and she had fun. Traffic afterwards from Pacific was horrible. Oh, and then we had people talking about the traffic, which happens at every parade. You know, there are some consistencies for the Brandon parade. Consistency, number one. The parade route never changes. I think the biggest change we had in the Santa parade was it actually used to be held in the daytime. What year was that? 2015? 2013, they decided to move it from, it might even been before that, but it used to be during the day. The Santa Claus parade was a Saturday afternoon event, and they're like, why don't we have it in the evening? And then this way we can put some Christmas lights out there. It'll be a lot more festive. But the route never changed. Has and always will be the same. People just aren't paying attention, hey, and they're trying to head down Pacific, and listen, there's a parade going. It's the Santa parade weekend. You got to know better. And traffic getting out of there is always terrible. But listen, when you have a record crowd, I mean, thousands of people, that's going to happen. And it's the same thing with a Wheat Kings game. It's the same thing with a Jets game. The worst is a Bombers game. The Bombers, that's awful trying to get out of the Bomber Stadium after there's an event there. Oh, my God. I think there's people still stuck in traffic from the last Bomber game, from Grey Cup. They're still waiting there with their blinkers on. Cindy says, good on Brandon for such a parade after the COVID fiasco. Talk about building back better. Well, and again, the weather helped out, but I think that the timing was great. We almost lost the Santa Claus parade. I don't need to remind you that the folks who had been running the Santa Claus Parade for decades, it was falling largely on them. And they said, look, we have to take a step back. We need to have a life too. We've done it for a couple of decades. Maybe somebody else could step in. And somebody else did. And they took it over. And it's been amazing. But they did say that, you know what, this can't be done by just one or two people. It is a group of volunteers that have to put this thing on. So if you had fun, if you had a good time, when you hear about it next year, and it's usually around just after Labor Day, we start talking about the Santa Parade because everyone's like, what? It's too early. No, we got to get the volunteers together to make it a success in 2026. So be on the lookout for it. Congratulations to this year's volunteers. Maureen says, it was terrific. Way to go. Thank you so much. Chris also said, incredible. Really good. Pat says, great parade. Kudos to all who participated. Darren says, my kids had fun despite the wind being a little bit chilly. If you were out of the wind, it was pretty much perfect. Brenda says they need police down Pacific Avenue directing traffic after. It was so congested. Again, you know, when you get out of anything, it's nuts. It's just nuts. Yellow Jacket says the best part of the parade was seeing the expression on my granddaughter's face. Priceless memory for me. She was so excited. It was so great. Look at this. Look at this little one here. You can see she's looking up at Santa. She's looking up at Santa. I'm going to move this over here. And Santa's waving back. Just precious. Oh, there's Santa's helper. Yes, but instead of bringing toys to the little girls and boys, I tax you to death. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I like to pick on the politicians. That is our mayor. He needs a mayor sash like Mayor Quimby on The Simpsons. I am your mayor, Mayor Jeff Fawcett. Mayor Quimby. No, Mayor Fawcett. Oh, great shot of Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Oh, my God. Leaving the stadium after Grey Cup was a total nightmare. I bet it was. I bet it was a total nightmare. Get that Bomber Stadium. They need to redesign that whole. They got to do something there. Wish more people would take the bus after Bomber games and stuff like that. Just fantastic. Quentin says that's why we watch it on Princess. Way less traffic. You know what? I just wait. I wait. I soak it up. I don't know what everybody's rush is. I love these little cars. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they can take these cars out most Santa Claus parades. This is one of those things that can only be added last minute for obvious reasons. How do you drive these in the snow? I have a lot of questions. Do they have winter tires for them? And does the Shriners Club have snow machines? Maybe they need mini snow machines. Maybe they should. Oh, there's the cadets. And there is the Kewpie bus. All aboard. Bear Clan Patrol. And the talking, singing mailbox from Canada Post. Just a phenomenal evening to be had by all. Captain Crime Stopper. It was cool that Santa had a snowmaker. Well, you got to do it. You got to bring your own snow, which in our area, as you well know, is just unheard of for this time of year. But boy, everybody is smiling. Everybody has got smiles on their face. Everybody is having a good time. It was one for the record books for sure. Our friends at Co-op. And that is it. So with Santa's arrival, the holiday season is officially here. It's Black Friday week. And so is there something that you are looking at getting for Black Friday? Is there something that you've got your eye on? Will you Black Friday shop? What does Black Friday mean to you? Is it just like every other shopping day of the week? I'll tell you, you know who else is getting into the spirit of things? Oh my God. Guys, breaking news. I've got 2 words for you. Okay, are you ready? Whipped shortbread. Oh, joy to the world. Kuipers is out early with their Christmas selection 2025. Oh, I love how it corresponds with the Santa parade. Oh my God. Get the Elasta pants ready to go, Sunseekers. You know, I think it's a good idea that you stock up on these. Curtis is treating this, I think, a little like Halloween. You know how at Halloween we say, oh, the Halloween chocolates are out. We better get them. And then guess what happens? We need to go get more. Trick-or-treating is still 2 weeks away. Same thing with this. It's like minced tarts. Oh, my God, the dipped almond shortbread. Whipped shortbread. Assorted dessert cookies by the tray. Bring those into work. You will be a hero. And you should probably stock up. And then you'll be sitting on the couch enjoying them. Oh, they're so good. Kuiper's Family Bakery has all the Christmas treats out, including fruitcake. That is the only one I think I might pass on. Not a big fruitcake guy. But, of course, it's on top of Western Manitoba's favorite treat tray super chest of deliciousness. So check out Kuiper's Family Bakery. Their Christmas selections are in. What a great time to visit. What a great time to visit Kuiper's Family Bakery. 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, next to Tasties. At Sunrise Credit Union, they were in the parade. They're all over the place these days. Of course, they're in parades. Probably, they've got 19 locations, so probably 19 different parades to take part in. Sunrise Credit Union has got the Beat the Winter Chill Red Hot mortgage rate at 3.89%. So if you're looking at refinancing or if you're looking at getting into a home maybe for the first time, check it out with Sunrise Credit Union. Beat the Winter Chill, 3.89%. sunrisecu.mb.ca. And again, with 19 area locations to serve you. And Headley's Health Hut, this Friday is Customer Appreciation Day and it's Black Friday. The moons have aligned. There will be extra craziness going on this week. It's the last Friday of the month, which is always Customer Appreciation Day, basically 20% off, a huge assortment of products throughout the store. Draws, prizes, samples. It is one of the biggest days of the month, Customer Appreciation Day, and it coincides with Black Friday. So it's going to be, you got to add it to your Black Friday stop. I know there's lots of places you're probably going to want to check out on Black Friday, but put Headley's Health Hut on there because you might want to stick some gluten-free items in the freezer, sugar-free, stocking stuffers, some mocktails, and, of course, a huge assortment of vitamins and supplements at Headley's Health Hut, 1314 Richmond Avenue, next to Murray GM. Blessed Mama says he needs to offer stretchy pants for half price. Kuiper's Family Bakery stretchy pants. Careful, he might do that. He would totally do that. The Kuiper's Family Bakery post-holiday stretchy pants. All right. I need to watch for Black Friday sales on Beats headphones and a travel backpack. That's what Zumba Bernice is looking for. Beats headphones and a travel backpack. Okay, anybody else looking for something wild or unique or different for Black Friday? Daddy said, forget it. I always wait to do my Christmas shopping until December the 23rd. Michelle says, I wait till Boxing Day. We don't celebrate Christmas till January 7th and always get the great deals. Oh, Ukrainian Christmas celebrator. Always a good idea. Good way to save money. It is going to be nuts. It is the most wonderful time of the year. From the Santa parade to the craziness at the store. Yes, indeed. Next up on the show, Outlet Mall yesterday, lots of Black Friday sales. It was nuts. They seem to be doing the Black Friday. Everybody seems to be kind of on the Black Friday train right after Remembrance Day. So there's a bit of a lead up. If you do this week, hey, let's just agree to do this. If you see some wicked door crashers, regardless of where it is, maybe it's in the States, maybe it's here. I'm wondering if are we chasing a unicorn? Are there those things still out there? Those let's get in a big fight for the big screen TV. You know what I'm talking about? The Black Friday Mayhem. Wow. When I type in Black Friday Mayhem, the last time
there's a simple way
they
to protect more and save. For a limited time, if
one of the biggest shopping.
The last time they have Black Friday Mayhem was on YouTube anyway. It was 2013. So how many years ago is that? 12 years ago? 13 years ago? Happening now. Police make arrests in Black Friday brawls. See, 2013, this is how Black Friday, for those kids keeping track, this is how it used to be. Back in the good old days, the Black Friday frenzy, back when a cell phone wasn't a smartphone. No, 2013, we still had smartphones. Oh my God, look at this. People going crazy. And usually it was over the TVs. Oh, police. There's nothing that says, love thy neighbor. Nothing that says, let's all get along over the holidays. Fighting over a flat screen TV. And people are up early to check out the deals. Oh, 6 a.m. I did it a couple of times. You haven't lived until you got up at 6 o'clock in the morning and hit the store and got the one item that's a door crasher, and they only had 5 of them. Kmart, 6 o'clock. See, Kmart still existed. It's closed now. Kmart is long gone. Long gone. Police make arrests. J.C. Penney, 8 o'clock p.m. They used to open actually on Thanksgiving. So you quickly eat your food, scarf down. A lot of them have largely quit doing that. It just was too much. And those poor people, you have to let them enjoy their turkey, for God's sake, just to make a few dollars. Well, I guess more than a few. Look at those crowds. Huge crowds. But we haven't seen those crowds since 2013. See, always the flat screen TV. Always got to have a flat screen. What about the Cabbage Patch? What year would have that was 1983. 1983 was the mayhem of the Cabbage Patch doll. This guy's got a stick to beat people back. Get back, Cabbage Patch dolls. And they just start throwing the Cabbage Patch dolls. 1983. Wow. Oh, pure mayhem.
Be given out behind the store, out back at the freight entrance. And then the race was on. Otherwise dignified, calm, mannerly parents broke into a sprint.
Well, I had to take what they gave me, and they gave me a boy, and I wanted a girl. This is my second trip around. My husband works here, and I can't even get what I want.
I missed work. I'm late for work to get this for my little girl. I'm not going to tell my boss. I'm trying to get there now.
I'm so excited. We waited here since 7:30, and I was just ecstatic. In fact, I ran around and got another ticket.
And within a matter of minutes, it was over. You did not get a Cabbage Patch doll this morning.
No, I did not.
I'm going to cry.
How badly do you want one?
Very, very badly.
Oh, she's going to cry.
One woman told us she's going to call her sisters in Nebraska and Illinois to see if they can get her a doll. If not, she's going to drive to Pennsylvania.
What is it, 2 hours to go to Pennsylvania? I think it's worth going there. If not, I'll try California. I have a niece that lives in California. All over.
Things have reached such a point that this store in Clifton, New Jersey has set up a Cabbage Patch trading post. They decided it doesn't matter much that the doll retails for $21 if you can't buy one. So they'll pay you $40 for any Cabbage Patch doll you bring in, and then they'll turn around and sell it for $50. You just spent $50 for a doll that cost $20.
True.
Should have cost $20.
Should have cost $20, right?
Why?
Because by the time I go looking in the stores, it'll cost me $30 in gas and aggravation.
And then came the internet, where you could post so said most wanted toy and charge $50. How about $5,000 and people will pay it? Oh, this is where the internet actually saved us. We could get our hands on it, but it also made us rich. 1983, I was 10 years old. So much has changed. Good morning, Angela Tremaine on Facebook. Oh, Cindy is off to try out some Costco pizza today. Well, get in and get home, Cindy, because tomorrow might, hopefully you're not spending the night, because tomorrow might be a little bit questionable on the roads. Safe travels. Quentin says, for some reason, I got one for, you got a Cabbage Patch doll for Christmas that year? Probably because my sister got one and my parents thought I'd be envious. Long story short, she eventually ended up with two. Yeah, the year my sister got a Cabbage Patch doll, I think I got a Star Wars action figure. I was okay without the cabbage. I still, back then, I remember thinking, what is the craziness about? I never quite got it. Never quite understood the craziness of the Cabbage Patch doll, the appeal of it. I think it was just our first real run-in with the scarcity. They call that the what is it, the scarcity model, where if you don't have a lot of something, people literally go crazy. It's a psychological thing that we all believe we're all entitled to as much of whatever it is that we want. And when you're able to kind of limit it for people, it makes some people want it more. Therefore, the price can go up. And boy, some businesses have really capitalized on that. But I don't think we've seen anything quite like that since. I think Tickle Me Elmo. What year was that? 99 would be the closest thing. 2000. Tickle Me Elmo. And then there was one in the 2000s. It was a furry one. Furby, I think it was called. But nothing came close to the Cabbage Patch doll. Oh, that's right. They came with an adoption certificate. Mine was named Lorraine, says Quentin. You remembered the name? Maybe you should revisit that Cabbage Patch doll. Lorraine may have grown up to become Larry. You never know. It could be. It's a magical garden. It's a magical garden. You just. Sometimes the stork just, messes up the deliveries. I don't know. Coming up in hour 2, you thought that was interesting. You thought that was pandemonium. Wait, I'll play this right out of the gate so you don't have to wait around. You can lurk in at TylerGlenShow.com. An epic shopping mall fight that you'll have to see it to believe it. At Westfield Mall in France. Well, those French, they went crazy. Also, an internet hotel website gets you a great deal, then cancels it on you, only to sell it for more money to somebody else. Has this ever happened to you? We're going to show you an Ontario woman that happened to, and kind of a buyer beware situation. Also, Ohio passes a law you might like, the must-take cash law. And Wicked for Good, big movie over the weekend. I saw Playdate. Garbage on Amazon Prime. Absolute trash. Terrible. Don't waste your time. I can't get an hour and a half of my weekend back. It's on Playdate. Oh, God. Once I got halfway through the movie, I couldn't shut it off because I'm like, it's got to turn around here. It's gotta be good, and it wasn't. It was terrible. What a stinker. Amazon, shame on you. Shame. Terrible movie. Anywho, we have got to move over to Twitch exclusively, so thank you so much to the other platforms. We are moving over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. You can lurk in at tylerglenshow.com. Otherwise, have an awesome Monday. We'll see you for Tasted Tuesday tomorrow. Have a good one. Thank you so much, X and YouTube and TikTok, and